Need a motion. Village Clerk Strobel is hereby authorized to attend New York State Conference of Mayors Village Election Workshop to be held January 6, 2011 in Fishkill, New York. The total cost for training is $60.
So moved.
Second.
Fishkill, and that's the best they could do.
Any discussion?
They can't get any trouble with Fishkill, I think.
Yeah. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Appointment of for the forthcoming village election, we need to appoint election inspectors. We have them in front of you: Lee Trish, James Heslop, Nora Johnson, Jeannie Kresh, Barbara Mahal, Anna Nuzzleese. And the alternates are Paul Olson, Roberta White, Joan Ann Muldoon. The amount of the compensation for the chairperson will be $175 and the inspectors $150 per day.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
All those in favor say, any discussion? All those in favor say, probably saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. We have to set the annual election. The annual election of the Village of Goshen will be held at Village Hall, 276 Main Street, Goshen, New York, on Tuesday, March 15, 2011. Polls will be open at 9 a.m. and close at 9 p.m. The same date. There will be no village registration day. So we'll need somebody to make that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? And we need a roll call vote, Nick?
Trustee Char?
Aye.
Trustee Robbins?
Aye.
Trustee Stewart?
Aye.
Okay, that's passed.
Now, if we didn't pass it, would there not be an election?
No. Absolutely not.
That works good. This will be... Yes. The forward.
Okay, we have a resolution on, no, this isn't that resolution. We have a resolution, the County of Orange of the American Resources and Recovery Act has awarded the Village of Goshen 2010 Orange County Energy Efficiency Conservation Block Grant in the amount of $5,760. The mayor is hereby authorized to execute the agreement prepared by the County of Orange for the purpose of effecting foregoing grant and to accept the funds as stated. Need a motion on that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to thank Kyle for his hard work on getting this money for us.
Yeah, thank you, Con.
Good job, Kyle. All right, call the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have another resolution, whereas the County of Orange under the American Resources Recovery Act has awarded the Village of Goshen 2010 Orange County Energy Efficient Conservation Block Grant in the amount of $400. Resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to execute the agreement prepared by the County of Orange for the purpose of effecting the foregoing grant and to accept the funds as stated. Need a motion on this? Second?
Second.
Discussion.
And just a reminder, earlier this year, the village was awarded 2 grants by the County of Orange that were stimulus money funneled through the state and the counties. One is to do an energy audit of this building, and the other one is to determine the feasibility of solar power at the sewer treatment plant.
Okay, thank you. We received further communications from,
We have to vote on that.
we have to vote on it. You want to vote on it again?
Yeah,
I just
works
thought
out
it was a
better.
done deal. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposition, no. Okay. I'm going to move along with some further communications we got from, we got a letter from Chris Alder thanking us for seeing to that the big tree got its lights. Now everything looks completely holiday. And I want to thank Chris Alder and the rest of the people that helped decorate the village. And we had some help from Mike and a couple of his guys, and they decorated the tree, and everything looks nice in the village. It looks very holiday. Also, we got a letter from Annie Rabbit. Anybody interested in bringing anything forward to the assembly can contact Annie Rabbit at her office here in Goshen. Or call her up at her Albany office if you have anything that you think might want to bring, you want her to bring before the assembly, please contact her. She does a wonderful job, and she's always looking for stuff to help the village of Goshen as well as the rest of the district. Okay, trustee comments. Start with Kyle.
Okay, in sewer, the controls at the menacing pump station have been repaired. All sewer pump station wet wells have been cleaned and winterized. I also want to recognize the efforts of Goshen and Bloom. The fountain in the middle of the village just looks amazing. And we did our end with the bigger tree, and it looks great, but Goshen and Bloom maintains those things year-round, and it just looks phenomenal. So I want to recognize them. Also, this past Tuesday, I attended the annual event for the Orange County Partnership, and I just want to say on record, it was a fantastic event. The organization really does some amazing things, helping with economic growth and growth in the county. There's a lot of business in, and I'm sure once we do move the dirt and begin to market that property, we'll hopefully be able to work with the partnership and getting some assistance in that front. They're a great organization, and they're right here in the village of Goshen. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Ed?
A couple things. The village received 2 awards from the American Automobile Association. One for having 23 years without a pedestrian fatality, and the other, a bronze award for implementing programs and projects to address local traffic safety issues. So congratulations, and congratulations to the police for that as well. On November 29th, the village and town of Goshen Police Department worked together to town of Goshen taking lead, but our force assisting and helping return a hunter from the woods who had fallen out of his tree stand, suffered some injuries, and but for the great work of those 2 departments together to bring him home. So thank you to both of them for that. And our entire force completed a CPR, defibrillator, and choking training. All members were certified in new CPR, 30 comprehension, and 2 respiration ratio, and department defibrillators were reprogrammed. I want to give special thanks to EMT/police officer Mike Gregario for conducting the training, and Mobile Life Support for providing us with the equipment to do the training. That's it, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Mal?
DPW report for the last 2 weeks. Everybody should be advised that fall leaf pickup is over for the year, so don't put your leaves out. There have been a lot of sticks falling down around the village, and the crews are out there picking them up. As mentioned, the holiday lights are up on the tree. They're also up in the downtown area. We had the resolution at the last meeting about the stop signs in Harness. Stop signs were installed on Murray Avenue and Maiden Lane in Harness Estates. And the crews were out yesterday morning salting black ice. Obviously, we can see that winter weather is upon us. That's it, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. Unfortunately, Marcy Matthews is ill. She had an attack which she thought was appendicitis, but it's not, thank God, and she is recovering and back at home. She will not be able to join us today. The water report, the Prospect Reservoir is down 25 inches, and it's been going up and up unless with all this rain, it still keeps on going up, which makes the number lower. So it's looking pretty good at the reservoir. It's 25 inches, not 25 feet, as it was erroneously reported in the past. Just to add to Trustee Char's report on the hunter that was saved. Basically, they saved his life. If he was out there all night, he would have been. But I just want to add kudos to the fire department who found him, and the hunter is also an honorary member of one of the fire companies, and not to detract from the police at all, but the person who actually found him was the fireman, the volunteer fireman. So they did a good job. Everybody did a good job, and the guy that found him was a fellow member of his fire company, which I thought was kind of nice. And so kudos to the police department and the fire department. It shows how we can all work together, and they saved his life. Those volunteers in our police and the town police did a wonderful job, because I doubt he would have lasted overnight in there. He was in pretty bad shape. He's fine now. He's recovering. He's in Spring Valley at a nursing home for recuperation, and hopefully he'll be back hunting next year. Also, I want to report I met with our last work session that I met with the officials of BOCES, and they are going to have a 10-year lease at Arden Hill, with the option of extending it for 10 years. They're going to go into Arden Hill. They were Arden Hill Corporation, a corporation with Arden Hill, and the other hospital. They were not able to sell it, but they were able to lease it to BOCES for 10 years. And we met with BOCES, police chief and myself, and we had a real good meeting with them, very helpful. We will work out all the details in that area, but they're planning on going there. They want to bring, initially they want to bring the administrative officers from, and administrative training from Harriman College that's currently in the Monroe-Woodbury School District, and also the licensed practical nurse training from, which they're doing in Middletown, to the hospital, because what better place than a hospital to train licensed practical nurses. And we had a real successful meeting with them, and we're sure they'll be good neighbors, and we'll be working with them. And basically, it takes the guesswork out of what's going in that big space that is on the hill. Also, they will be talking to a lot and working out, because there'll be a lot of neighbors up there. One further issue, we had the issue with the water on Hilltop that was coming down here, and we started to worry about it. It's been going on for a while with the winter season coming, and thanks to the work of our staff here and David Donovan, we were able to successfully conclude it, and the water is no longer flowing down Hilltop. Also, our village building inspector did a wonderful job on that, and it took us a while. Nothing goes fast, but we did get it solved, and there's no more water coming down Hilltop. And that's pretty much all I have. Citizens' comments.
Is the Village of Goshen...
Could you identify yourself?
Yep, Neil MacDonald, Hickok, Village of Goshen, Goshen, New York.
Why don't you read that?
The public comment?
Yeah.
I have a copy of it here.
Okay, that's nice. Meg, why don't you read it?
The public may speak only during the meeting's public comment period, and at any other time a majority of the board allows. Speakers must be recognized by the presiding officer. Speakers must step to the front of the room. Speakers must give their name, address, and organization, if any. Speakers must limit their remarks to 5 minutes on a given topic. Speakers may not yield any remaining time they have to another speaker. Board members may, with the permission of the mayor, interrupt a speaker during their remarks, but only for the purpose of clarification or information. All remarks must be addressed to the board as a body and not to individual board members. Speakers must observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste. Interested parties or their representatives may address the board by written communication.
Okay, thank you, Meg. I'm sorry, Don.
That's okay. Neil MacDonald, Hickok, Village of Goshen, New York. Is the Village of Goshen a member of the National Anti-Terrorism Network? And if so, how is that going? And how does that affect the Village of Goshen Police Department? Does that federalize the department, or does it still maintain its autonomy as a municipal village police department? Also, is the Village of Goshen Police Department a member of the Federal Bureau of Investigations? And I'm curious about the icons at the top of the Village Police reports. So if you could comment on that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I have a couple other questions too, if I may, after you start this.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
Not members of the FBI. That's the second question. I can answer that.
Okay, thank you.
On the police.
I can give you the letterhead issue.
Okay.
The one on the left-hand side is our official emblem. The one on the right-hand side, because this is letterhead, the chief's actual letterhead. The chief is a graduate of the FBI National Academy, much like Sergeant Henderson did this summer. So this is specific to Chief Watt, that emblem on the right-hand side.
What was the first question?
if the village is a member of the National Anti-Terrorism Network.
I don't know.
After 9/11, all municipalities had the option to opt into that.
We will find out.
Find out for you.
Okay, thank you.
You had another question?
The other question is, with BOCES, I'm assuming this is taking this off the tax rolls, or is it because it's a
No, it's not.
10-year lease?
It isn't on the tax rolls. It's not.
So we'll maintain, oh, great.
No,
Okay.
just to be, it's not on the tax
It's
roll.
not on the tax roll now.
So it's not gonna change that.
It's not, nothing's gonna change.
Okay.
The hospital wasn't on the tax roll. The BOCES will not be on the tax roll.
Okay.
They will use our sewer and water services.
My next question escapes me at the moment. Might I come back to it if I remember before the termination of the evening?
Before the meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.
Come back to it. Yes.
Oh, actually, I just remembered, if I may.
That was quick.
What's the status of CRB well?